Today we are on the Dutch Caribbean island of Bonaire, and we're going to talk about something that the cruise lines don't want you to know about. Shore excursions are a big moneymaker for the cruise lines that visit every port, but sometimes you can find a better experience by going out on your own. And today, in Bonaire, we did just that. How many of you have played golf before, or have just driven around a golf cart? Well, Bonaire offers something that's special, where you can rent a golf cart, a standard golf cart you'd find on the golf course, for $100 for the day. Now, you go to the port at their tent, and then they'll direct you to their office where you pick up the golf cart and pay. It is $100 a day, plus a $100 security deposit. When you drop off the golf cart undamaged, they will give you the $100 security deposit back. Now, just a heads up, they do not take American Express. They take every other one, but not American Express. But actually having the freedom to drive around the entire island in a golf cart, not have to follow anybody's routine or pathway or possibly boring tour, was very, very relaxing and quite fun. I'm the one that normally goes on the ship-sponsored shore excursions just for the fact that if something happens and you're running late, the ship will wait for you. So this is actually the first time that we went out and did something that was more than a quarter mile from the ship. We drove this golf cart all the way from the port, all the way around the southern tip of the island where we saw the Flamingo Sanctuary and the largest salt mine on the island. We then came up the north side of the island back into town, where we had to take a bathroom break. But then we continued on to the north side of the island, where you can see this is how far away we were getting from that ship. But along the north side of the island, there are so many stopping points where you can actually get out of the golf cart and walk around and just explore a little bit. So just having that freedom was amazing. The architecture and the way things are built on Bonaire are quite amazing, to say the least. This is a very rocky coral island compared to Aruba, a couple islands over. But needless to say, there are several overlooks of this mountainous island which you can actually walk down to and see another village that is on the island of Bonaire. All of the people on the island are very, very friendly. We didn't run into a single person who gave us anything to be worried about, and there was just so much to see in such a little time. We got into port about 7:30, and we had to be back on the ship by 1:30. So it was a very short day in Bonaire, which really sucked because we had almost 12 hours the previous 2 days on Aruba and Curacao. But still, having the golf cart first thing in the morning, we got back around noon or so. So we still had about an hour and a half before everybody had to be back on the ship. So my anxiety was gone. I didn't have to worry about being late for the ship because we planned on this. However, something really cool that I want to make note of are these wind-powered go-karts. This is actually an excursion that Royal Caribbean does offer, and if you are not careful, these are three-wheelers with one wheel in the front. If anybody's seen Top Gear, you know it happens like that, right there, and he crashes. Well, either way. But there's a lot of wildlife on the island too. You have goats, donkeys, and it looks like a lizard orgy right there. But regardless, getting a golf cart and renting it for the day is a great way to explore the island of Bonaire. And again, until next time, travelers, have a great one.